Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing my diet and fitness routine video, and I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot of topics. I did decide to do one long video because I'm not a health channel, so I thought one video, you could always find what you need to on this one video. I'm not going to make multiples. I'm also going to have, because I'm talking about different topics throughout the video, I'm going to have everything linked down below to a certain time of the video. So if you are only here for my diet routine, then I will have a time in the description box. You just click on it and it'll take you right to when I start talking about it. So I'll have all the topics I'm talking about down below. If you just want to fast forward, I totally understand. Some of this is totally irrelevant to some of you, so not offended at all if you want to skip some parts. So first disclaimer I have to make, I'm not a professional. I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist or a fitness trainer or anything like that. This is my personal routine that I do to feel healthy and stay lean and toned, and it's not for weight loss, so please don't take my advice too much to heart. You can pick up some tips from it, that's why I'm making it, but if you honestly want to lose weight, like a lot of weight, I would really recommend seeing a doctor, a dietitian, a trainer, something like that. Do not take my advice as professional advice. Okay, so we're going to talk about my background. I think it's important to know what kind of body I have, what my health things are, all that kind of stuff. So I was born with a fast metabolism, so that's primarily 99% why I stay the weight I'm at, why I'm thin. I have a fast metabolism. I was just born that way. Lady Gaga. Also, I don't go to a gym. I'm not a member of a gym. I hate gyms. I just don't like being stared at by people, or I just get distracted in a gym, and I just like to work out at home. And I don't know, I just feel like there's less judgment and all of that. With my body, how it is, I'm 5'7", maybe 5'5", you decide, because there's total, like, I don't even know anymore what I am. Doctor says I'm 5'5", when I measure myself I'm 5'7", my fiance's 5'10", and we're almost at eye level, so we're not 5 inches apart, I don't know. Weirdness. Anyway, and I do weigh currently at 122 pounds. I know it's really personal information to share. I'm open with it. I'm at a healthy weight for my height, so I'm really not, like, you know, really holding that a secret. I just don't want any judgment on here because I am sharing my personal tips and advice. I've had so much hate on these type of videos before, so I'm hoping there's none of that. Comments are on approval only, just so you know. If you make a rude comment, nobody's gonna see it, so don't even waste your time. So I'm at 122 right now. I do feel better when I'm at 118. I feel like either way, whether I'm 5'5" or 5'7", it's both in the healthy range of weight, so I just feel better when I'm at 118 about myself, and all of that. So that's just my personal thing. I do wear my weight. If I'm looking right here, I have all my notes because I tend to ramble, like I am right now, and I have to have my notes here because otherwise I will just go all over the place. So I have everything I want to talk about on my little computer right here. That's why I'm looking right here. Anyway, I carry my weight on my hips and thighs, so I stay lean pretty much elsewhere. I'm really lucky in that sense because carrying it for women in your hips and your legs is a lot healthier than carrying it around your midsection or your, you know, torso area, because that can lead to heart issues and just all of that. So I'm glad that I carry my weight on my legs, although they're not, you know, as much, you know, I want them to be a little bit more toned. I'll get into that. And then, lastly, my diet. You all probably know I am a pescatarian. I have been for 4 years now. Don't regret it at all. It's really hard, but now I'm used to it, and I love being a pescatarian. I'll probably talk more about it when I get to my diet section of the video, so if you want to fast forward to my pescatarian thing down below. Okay. My personal goals, I have recently changed my diet and fitness habits. I've been exercising a ton more, eating a lot better. I'm just reaching to tone my entire body and to feel healthy. That's my ultimate goal. I want to make my legs really, really strong. Mainly for one, well, not just one reason, but for a good reason. I'm going to Yosemite next month, and there's this hiking trail. It's Nevada Falls. I haven't made it all the way up to Nevada Falls, but to Vernal Falls, which is like halfway, it's like 2 miles uphill, and I always get winded and just exhausted. My legs hurt so bad the next day. So the past 2 years I've done that hike, have struggled. I really want to be able to do it this year, and not struggle as much. So that's one of my goals. I just basically want to have better skin, healthier hair, just feel better and feel stronger, because I feel like being strong is really important. You never know what kind of situation you're in, and it's always great to have strength in your body. So anyway, moving on to the next topic. Where I get my info. I feel like it's important for you guys to know where I do my research, how I get my information as far as diet and exercise tips myself. I do subscribe to Women's Health, and they have amazing exercise at home type workouts in their magazine. It's really amazing. I also subscribe to Allure magazine. If I talk fast in this video, it's because I have so much to talk about, so just ignore that. Allure magazine also has really great workouts for at home, not a lot of gym stuff, so I like to, like I said, work out at home. So that's really great for me. I also like to Google exercises. I know that's weird, but I do Google things. Like if I want to work on a certain part of my body, I'll Google key exercises for arms, legs, abs, whatever. And I'll like find websites and stuff. If I can find some cool websites that I look at, sometimes I don't even remember them, I don't really write them down that much. If I can find some, I will link you to some of my favorite workout websites down below. As far as food, I research more of the benefits of certain foods so I know what good I'm putting in my body. I just like to know. It makes me feel better when I eat it if I know what it's doing for me and what's good about it. Other than that, I just focus on calorie intake. I don't necessarily count calories. I do keep an average throughout the day. I think it's important to do that because you don't want to overeat. When you take in more calories than you exert in a day, that's where weight gain comes into play. So I do like to be aware of how many calories I'm eating throughout the day, also knowing how many I need in a day. So obviously if I'm not exercising that day, I need to eat less calories. If I'm having a workout at the end of the day or whatever, I'll tend to let myself eat a little bit more. Everybody's different. Everybody needs different amounts of calories. There's no like one number for everybody. I do know that men should not eat under 1,500 calories a day, and women should not eat under 1,200. So as long as you're over that, you're okay. But also depending on your weight and size already, really depends on, you know, how many you need. Whether you're looking to lose weight, you obviously need to eat less calories in a day. So there's a lot of factors into calories, but I think that's what it comes down to. Obviously eating healthy is important, and that in itself will help you lose weight, but also calorie consumption versus exertion. You need to have either a balance to stay the same or more exertion than consumption in order to lose weight that way too. That's just like general information, I feel like. But like I said, I'm not a professional, so don't necessarily use that to lose weight, because this is not something to lose weight. Just so you know, this is not a video to help you lose weight. This is just what I do to stay kind of where I'm at. Marlena, who is MakeupGeekTV, did an amazing video on weight loss, on a diet that she used for her weight loss. She's lost 115 pounds. She looks great. And I'm going to link her video down below because I got some really good tips from that. Not that I'm losing weight, but just some healthier options for meals and snacks and things like that. It's a really great video, really informative. She's really smart and amazing, so I definitely recommend her channel in general. She does beauty videos, so she's amazing. I'll have her channel and that video linked down below. Next thing is Indulge. I always, 100% of the time, have dessert after dinner. Oh, after lunch, after breakfast, I have dessert all day long. Not really though. I at least have dessert after dinner. I don't deprive myself of sweets or anything. And I indulge once in a while on Taco Bell. Taco Bell is my love, and I don't think I will ever stop eating Taco Bell. I get a cheese quesadilla with extra jalapeno sauce, in case you're wondering. I don't eat a lot of fast food because I can't eat a lot of fast food because I don't eat meat. I eat fish, but I don't typically like fast food fish. I feel like it's kind of gross, and I can't tell if it's always cooked, so that's always something I tend to stay away from meat at fast food chains. But I love Taco Bell so much, so I don't deprive myself. Maybe twice a month, sometimes once a week. I mean, that's really bad, but I can't really give it up. It's like my favorite thing. It's really bad. I wish I didn't like it, but I do. Also, if I'm feeling really lazy or if I'm in a really bad mood or something, I don't force myself to exercise. If I am just not feeling working out, I don't push myself. And I know I don't recommend that, because if you have goals and you want to stick to them, you have to push yourself to do it. But I feel like I can, you know, lay around a day and not feel guilty. That's the important thing, is not to feel guilty if you eat something that's bad for you, if you miss a day of workout or when you were supposed to work out and you didn't. Don't feel bad, don't feel guilty. We all have those days where we just want to lay around, do absolutely nothing, be lazy, watch TV, eat a ton, and we all do that. And you should indulge in that. I feel like everybody needs that kind of day once in a while. Typically I'll have like once a week where I do nothing, and we just need those mental health days because I am all about the mental health. I study psychology, I love it, I live and breathe mental health, and so it's really, really important to me. So if you need a mental health day, don't feel bad or feel guilty if you take one, because everybody needs mental health days. Now on to what most people are probably here for, diet. I will have another fitness section as well, which probably some people are here for too. I feel like diet though, I mean, this is just my advice to you. I have to say it again, don't take this really seriously. I am not a professional dietitian or anything. I don't even know exactly what everybody needs in a day. I'm not the healthiest person in the world at all, like at all. I'm not even claiming that I eat really healthy. I just try to make healthier choices in my snacks and things. So anyway, moving on. You don't need another disclaimer. I think you got it by now. You know my disclaimer. Number one rule I have in my diet, never skip breakfast. Breakfast is so important, and they really do say it's the most important meal of the day. It is. If you want to stay thin or lose weight, I hate saying giving advice for losing weight because I've never gone through losing weight, and I hate giving advice because I'm not a professional, but I do know breakfast is what revs up your metabolism for the day. If you don't eat breakfast, it's still idle and it's still just not really working that hard. When you eat breakfast, it revs up your metabolism and it runs throughout the day, is what I'm trying to say. Another thing in my diet, I eat a ton of fruit. Fruit is my favorite food next to sugar. I have the biggest sweet tooth and I have paid thousands of dollars to the dentist because of it, and it's not even on cosmetic, it's all on root canals, fillings, crowns, all that jazz. Yes, I brush my teeth, it's just I eat so much sugar, and it's genetic. I do have, there are two guys fighting next to the pool. I think they're play fighting, I can't really tell, they're trying to push each other into the pool. Oh, they both went in. Anyway, bad teeth are just genetic, and both my parents have really bad teeth, and so I get that from them, but also because I have a lot of sweets. Fruit is the easiest healthy thing that I can eat because it is sweet. I like it more than vegetables. I wish it was the other way around because vegetables are better for you, less sugar. But yeah, so moving on. Like I said, I don't eat meat. I do love fish. That's what pescatarianism is. It's just eating fish only, crustaceans, all those kind of things. Fish, whatever's in the ocean or whatever. I don't even know. I always say that I don't eat animals I can pet, but then there was one smartass who was like, well, you can pet a fish. And I replied, I'm like, okay, well, I don't eat animals that I want to pet or would pet. I don't want to pet a fish. I don't know who would want to pet a fish. I mean, yeah, there's koi ponds where you can like touch it, but it's like, ew, it's like cool touching it, but it's not like, oh, you're so soft, I just want to pet you all day. So I don't eat land animals, is just what I say now because, I don't know, I just don't want any drama about it. It's just my personal choice for that. I don't really remember why I started, to be honest. I will say I definitely don't believe in the meat industry, like being cruel to animals and all that kind of stuff. I'm not the most knowledgeable about it. I'm not going to pretend to sit here and lecture you like PETA. I'm actually against PETA and I don't support what they do. And I just believe, like religion, eating habits, and whether you're carnivore or pescatarian or vegetarian or vegan or an omnivore, I feel like it's all personal. It's a personal choice what you decide to put in your body. Nobody else's. It's nobody else's business. I'm just choosing to share with you because I feel like I can talk to you guys, the ones that are my true friends, not my haters. I feel like you guys care about what I eat. Maybe, I mean, that's why you're here, right? Hoping. But my fiance is the biggest carnivore. I don't sit here and make him feel bad for eating meat. I make him meat. I make him meatloaf where I'm like squeezing the meat. I don't care. It's my choice. I feel like the choices I make in my life are right for me and nobody else. I feel like it's not anybody else's decision. It's my own. And that goes with, I mean, I know I'm probably gonna get questions, well, why do you wear leather and use makeup that's tested on animals if you don't eat animals? There's a whole thing, like, I'm not even gonna go into it, but like I said, my personal choices in life are right for me. They're not right for you, clearly. So just, that's my own defense there, why I'm a pescatarian. Moving on. So I try to eat fish like 3 times a week. I feel like that's a good balance. I don't like to eat a lot of fish because it can have mercury in it, and just, you know, it's not good to eat fish like every day. You do need protein every day, so I try and eat other things with protein in them, like cheese, and I love almonds and nuts, and just I eat those kind of things. But I'm obsessed with 2 kinds of vegetables. I eat asparagus all the time, and I eat artichokes all the time. Those 2 things, probably because you can dip them in mayonnaise, but honestly, they're so good. I love them. I eat those all the time. I'm also obsessed with cheese, potatoes, and Catalina dressing. I don't know, if I just had those 5 things in my diet, I'd be good. Well, with mayonnaise, because I don't really like asparagus plain. But Catalina dressing, I know it's a weird one to be obsessed with. It's really bad for you. It's really high in sugar. It's an oily dressing. It's tomato based, and it's just not good for you. But I love it on spinach, like raw spinach. It's amazing. I dip all my vegetables in it. I dip crackers in it. I dip cheese in it. I dip everything in Catalina. I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with it. I eat every 2 hours, and I stick to that because I have low blood sugar all the time. When I don't eat every 2 hours, I get the shakes, I get lightheaded, I just get so grumpy, it's not even funny, and it's just not a good situation. So I tend to eat every 2 hours, and that's also really good for your metabolism. I definitely recommend, instead of eating 3 meals a day, to eat maybe 5 smaller meals a day. I don't even do that. I snack all day long, and then I'll have like a side of fish, and then I'll eat that, and then I'll go back to the kitchen and get a snack or something. I don't know, I'm just weird. I don't like to sit down and have a huge meal. For one, my stomach is so small, and I cannot eat a huge plate of food in one sitting, and I don't even like the feeling of being so stuffed that you're like gorged, and I don't like that. I try not to do that, but I eat a lot throughout the day. I snack so much, and that's just how I've always eaten, and I think that's probably why I get low blood. I don't even know why I get low blood sugar, probably because I do eat so much sugar that I may be getting diabetes. I don't know. I should probably get some blood work done. But yeah, that's basically my eating habits every 2 hours. I do take 1 vitamin a day, and it's actually left over from when I had mono. My doctor had recommended this vitamin to me to take daily for energy, because when you have mono, your energy level is so low. And so it's a B complex, and I got this buy one get one free, so I got like 2 bottles for, I don't even know how much this is. I got it a while ago. This is with folic acid plus vitamin C. This has biotin in it, which is great for hair, skin, and nails. But this is a really great vitamin. I love taking this. I need my B vitamins. It also has B12 in it, which you can only get in animal products. And yes, I eat a lot of cheese and milk and stuff like that, but not enough meat to get that vitamin all the time. So I do take that in the morning, just before I have like coffee or before anything, after I eat though, because you do have to take it with a meal. But it does keep my energy up. I swear by this vitamin. It's really great, and I love it. I don't really believe in the all-in-one vitamins. I don't know. There's controversy with that, you know, I don't know. Whether you just like pee it all out and you don't even absorb any of it. I don't think that's true. I just don't feel comfortable taking a multivitamin. I feel like just taking 1 or 2 that's targeted to a certain group of vitamins is better, and then just eating the other vitamins throughout your food. Now I'm going to go through what I eat in a day. This changes all the time. It fluctuates, and you know, this is just what I have been eating like lately. This is not like the past couple months or anything, this past couple weeks, if that. For breakfast, well, this is the same. I always have like a sugary cereal. I love Lucky Charms and Captain Crunch. Those are my top 2 favorites. Or I'll have frosted mini wheats. I like having frosted mini wheats on hand because it's full of fiber and it keeps me full until like snack time later in the day at like 11. Oh, by the way, this is like what I eat on a daily work day. If I'm at home on the weekends, I eat totally differently. Kind of differently. I still eat like every 2 hours, but when I'm at work, I tend to bring snacks and stuff to work. So anyway, after breakfast, I then walk to work, and on my way there, I'll get into that too, my fitness and everything. I'll talk more about walking. On my way there, there's a Starbucks, and I don't always stop at Starbucks. Sometimes I'll go to the Den at my college that I work at. I do work at a community college. I get that question all the time, which is like right down the street from me, so I just walk there. But then I'll get a coffee every day, sometimes every day, at least for 4 days a week I get coffee. And it's a tall, non-fat iced caramel macchiato with 4 pumps of vanilla. I love it. It's 170 calories. It's not that bad compared to what you can get at Starbucks or something. So I get that. And then I'll have a snack probably around 10:30, 11. My lunch is at 12, so I don't like to eat too close to 12. But I'm not always that hungry until, you know, that's just a good time. And then I always have fruit in the morning or yogurt. I prefer something that's sweet in the morning versus something savory. I just have to eat sweet things throughout the morning, and then I'll be craving something savory around lunchtime. So I'll have fruit. I love blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries lately because those are kind of what's in season. I just mix those up and it's really, really good. Then I move on to lunch. Lunch varies for me all the time. I have different things every day and it just varies. I love beans. I eat a ton of beans, the really unhealthy ones in the can from Bush's. I love those. I don't know, I just really am obsessed with beans. Or I'll have a sandwich, and my sandwiches are like cheese sandwiches. Sometimes I'll put a little fake bacon on there with mayo, pickles, pepperoncinis. You know, I just throw on whatever we have in the house on a sandwich. I do try to get whole wheat bread, so as much whole grain as possible, but right now I only have like whole wheat. It's not even 100% whole grain. 100% whole grain is what you need to get. But for some reason I have trouble finding that in the store. I don't know. Anyway, then in the afternoon I'll have 2 snacks before I get off work. I get off work at 4:30, and I'll have 2 snacks before then. So then I have like savory snacks. Sometimes I'll finish off the fruit from the morning if I didn't eat it all, but I'll have something like carrots. Carrots are really great for you and they're really low cal. Or I'll have a string cheese, which is only 80 calories a stick. So I am gonna do 2 separate videos. My camera just cut me off right there. It stopped recording out of nowhere. Maybe it doesn't support these long videos. It's not used to it, I don't know. So I am gonna be doing this video. I'll finish off with diet, and then I'll do another video separately for fitness, and then I will do some workout routine stuff in that video, I think. So that one will be a long one too, but because I'll be showing you workouts and stuff. Anyway, picking up where I left off with my snacks that I eat at the end of my workday. Like I was talking about, string cheese, really good for you. It's low calorie. If you buy the mozzarella ones, the cheddar ones are more in fat, but the mozzarella string cheeses are really great serving, and they're low in fat, so that's great. And then I will have some sort of fish sometimes. When I get home, it really depends. I'll try and make tilapia. I get the boxed kind of tilapia. It's pre-breaded and all of that. I don't actually prepare it and like get it raw and then cook it. I don't do that. I just buy it pre-made, which is bad, but you know. I'll then make, or if I don't have that, I'll have like tuna or something, some sort of protein. And then I do like a steamed vegetable. So I'll do my asparagus then, or artichoke or something. Whoa, that was weird. I couldn't even speak there. Some kind of corn, even though corn is not technically a vegetable anymore. It's a grain, which really disappoints me. It's one of my favorite vegetables. Was my favorite vegetable. So then after that I have dessert. Now, dessert, I have candy of some sorts. Chocolate covered raisins, so I get that chocolate fix. Almond Joys are my favorite candy of all time. I absolutely adore coconut like that. I don't actually like raw coconut, but I love candied coconut. Peanut M&Ms are really great. I like to have those kind of things on hand, or like miniature chocolates, and then I can just have a few of them after dinner, not like in huge portions. I don't eat a lot of candy in one sitting. I can, but if I were to have like a bag of M&Ms, I would have maybe half the bag and then the other half the next day. I don't like to eat the whole thing in one sitting. After dessert and about 2 hours goes by, I'll have to eat again and I'll have another snack before I go to bed. I'll tend to eat something like Ritz crackers or another string cheese, a yogurt, things like that. Something small, but that'll keep me feeling a little bit full and not super starving. Lately, I've actually been snacking on pepperoncinis, just like eating them out of the jar. They're so good. Or banana peppers, you know, either one. They're really, really good, and they're low in calorie, obviously, so they're really great. High in sodium, though, so you gotta watch that. All in moderation. As long as you're aware of what you're eating throughout the day, you can splurge every once in a while. So, just making better choices when you go to the store. For instance, if you don't want to eat cookies, like you just don't want to eat it because of the calories, don't buy cookies at the store. It's just that simple. If you have it on hand, you're probably going to eat it. However, if you don't buy it, you can't eat it unless you go all the way to the store, and then it's just an inconvenience. So instead of buying something like cheddar, you can get something like mozzarella, which is lower in fat, which means lower in calories. Instead of white bread, obviously we all know to switch to wheat bread or whole grain bread as much as possible. Also, eating every 2 to 3 hours really helps your body maintain its regular speed of metabolism and help you burn more calories throughout the day just by having a higher, faster metabolism by eating every so often, not like separating it a lot. Especially if you're like my fiance, he eats like once a day because he's at work all day. Most days, he has days off and everything, but when he works all day, he doesn't eat until he gets home at like 10. So that's not something you need to follow. So that's basically it. I do have one question to answer, and then I'll answer another question in the fitness video. I only got 2 when I asked for like questions and stuff. What is this hair doing? So I'll answer this one. What to eat when you have a sweet tooth? I really love the sugar-free chocolate puddings. They're 60 calories. They do fix my need for chocolate and my need for sugar, believe it or not. There is some rumor that eating sugar-free things or using something like Splenda or something like that doesn't actually cure your craving for sugar, and it makes you want it more in the end, and you'll eventually eat it. So some dietitians recommend just going ahead and eating regular sugar instead of all this artificial stuff, because then it'll subside your craving, and it's actually better for you to eat, you know, more natural sugar than the fake stuff. So, but I do eat the sugar-free puddings and or just a small helping of candies. So it doesn't really hurt you to have, you know, chocolate, especially if it's dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate covered raisins, and I know in my last diet video I got so much hate for saying that those were healthy. I didn't necessarily mean those were healthy. I just said they had better nutritional value than, say, a bag of M&Ms, which is just normal milk chocolate. If you're gonna have chocolate, you might as well have dark chocolate. If you don't like dark chocolate, you can compromise by having a smaller portion of milk chocolate. I mean, either way, there's still sugar and calories and all of that, so maybe they should be equal. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just go along as I see, you know, if I have a craving, I'm gonna eat the craving. So, but then raisins are good for you, so not saying chocolate-covered raisins are good for you, but they have some sort of nutritional value in them. Try and stay away from high fructose corn syrup, obviously, as much as possible. Everything has it in these days. I was eating applesauce the other day. I'm like, this is really good for being so healthy. Look at the ingredients. Second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Like, wow, I'm being really healthy right now. So you just gotta watch out for that. Yogurt too has that in it, so I don't eat 3 yogurts a day. Like when I just said that I would eat like 3 yogurts a day, I mean sporadically throughout the week. So maybe if I didn't have a yogurt all day, I may have that as a snack at night. I don't exceed more than 1 because those are high in sugar. You can get them sugar-free, I believe. But then again, there's that whole fake sugar thing, controversy, I don't know. But that's all I have to talk about for my diet. Please let me know if you have any diet tips for each other, for me, just tips you want to share maybe, some personal things. Also, if you want to answer the question, what to do when you have a sweet tooth, if you have a great answer for that, please leave it in the comments. No hate in the comments. Like I said, it'll just be deleted and nobody will get to see it. So, I mean, I'll see it, but it won't affect me because I get those every day. I don't really care. So, please feel free to have a discussion down in the comments. Let me know what you think about these diet and fitness videos. Look forward to my fitness one. I'll hopefully post that within the next week. Cross my fingers that I can actually get that done because I have to actually film me doing the workouts and all of that. So it could be longer than a week. I don't know. Let's hope that it's soon, because I have interesting stuff to talk about in that one too. So I hope you enjoyed this diety video. Like I said, no judgment please on how I live my life, my decisions in life, nothing like that. Just keep it all neutral, all positive. That's what this channel is about, just being positive. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a comment, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.